Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, welcome Prabhu. And also, Hare Krishna, Lavanya. Also, all the Shishla Prabhupada. Audio clear on the?
Yes, yes, it's clear.
Yeah, we'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरव हरे कृष्णा 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 कृपातमहं श्रीगुरुं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् ॐ अपवित्रा पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थाबाह्याभ्यन्तरं श्रीविष्णु 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 ॐ तद्विष्णु परमं पदं ददा पश्यन्ति सूरय दिविवा चक्षुराततं विप्रास परमं पदम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद काइंडली रिपीट devotees please जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय
जय
नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
अद्वैता चंद्र जय गौरा भक्त वृंदा
जय
जय
द्वैत
जय
चंद्र
चंद्र
जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय
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 श्री
जय
चैतन्य जय
जय
नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
जय अद्वैता चंद्र जय गौर वृंदा
जय द्वैत
जय
चंद्र
द्वैत
जय
चंद्र
गौर
जय गौर
भक्त
भक्त
वृंद
वृंद
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे हरे
हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
राम
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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
हरे
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 राम
राम हरे
राम राम हरे हरे
తపన్ ప్రభు గారు చేయండి పంచతత్వాత్మకం కృష్ణం జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ శ్లోక
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తున్నారు ప్రభుజీ
స్క్రీన్ లేదు డైరెక్ట్
నేను ఎక్కడ ఆగితే చెప్పండి ప్రభుజీ
ఓకే ఐ హెల్ప్ యూ
పంచతత్వాత్మకం కృష్ణం భక్త
రూప స్వరూపకం
భక్త రూపా స్వరూపకం
భక్తావతారం
భక్తావతారం భక్తాఖ్యం
నమామి
నమామి కృష్ణ
భక్త శక్తికం
నమామి భక్త శక్తికం
మళ్ళీ ఏంటి ఇప్పుడు
పంచతత్వాత్మకం కృష్ణం భక్త రూపా స్వరూపకం భక్తావతారం భక్తాఖ్యం నమామి కృష్ణ స్వరూపం
నమామి భక్త శక్తికం
నమామి భక్త శక్తికం
ఎస్ ప్రభు థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభుజీ లలిత్ మోహన్ ప్రభు ఆర్ సంధ్య మాతాజీ నమో మహావదన్యాయ ప్లీజ్ రిపీట్ ప్లీజ్ రిసైట్
Yes, sir. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमाप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः
जय थैंक यू प्रभु संध्या माताजी आर यू एबल टू रिसाइट दैट कृष्णा 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 है
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhananjana Pranam.
there is another tune also from what is that Madhava's rock band Krishna 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 hey like that or other way also Krishna 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 hey like that also so please do that without looking
Prabhuji,
possible otherwise Lavanya will help you okay अरे Lavanya help Mama Mataji okay you chant Mataji
Prabhuji,
Krishna
sorry, Prabhuji, I missed it. What should I chant, Prabhuji? Actually, కేసరి అర్చాడు ఇందాక మీరు చెప్తున్నప్పుడు.
మనకు నేను స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయట్లేదు నేను ల్యాప్టాప్ మొబైల్ నుంచి కనెక్ట్ అయినా అందుకని సో కృష్ణ 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 హే అనే సాంగ్ ఉంది కదా అఫ్ కోర్స్ అది శ్రీ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు రిసైటెడ్ ఆన్ ద స్ట్రీట్స్ ఆఫ్ సౌత్ ఇండియా టు కృష్ణ 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 హే అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్స్ ఓకే మాత. ఇప్పుడు మీకు గుర్తు లేకపోతే లావణ్య విల్ డూ ఇట్.
గుర్తులేదు ప్రభుజీ. ఐఎమ్ సో సారీ ప్రభుజీ.
ఓకే లావణ్య go ahead.
మీరు చేయండి, మీరు బాగా చేస్తారు. హరే కృష్ణ.
నో యూ నీడ్ టు స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయట్లేదు కదా, టెస్ట్ మెమరీ టెస్ట్.
సో ఓకే, బట్ కృష్ణ 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 హే కృష్ణ 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 హే కృష్ణ 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 రక్ష మాం కృష్ణ 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 పాహి మాం రామ రాఘవ రామ రాఘవ రామ రాఘవ రక్ష మాం కృష్ణ కేశవ కృష్ణ కేశవ కృష్ణ కేశవ పాహి మాం కృష్ణ 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 హే కృష్ణ 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 హే కృష్ణ 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 రక్ష మాం కృష్ణ 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 పాహి మాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
రామ రాఘవ రామ రాఘవ రామ రాఘవ రక్ష మాం కృష్ణ కేశవ కృష్ణ కేశవ కృష్ణ కేశవ
కేశవ పాహి మాం.
శ్రీ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు की जय, कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्री चैतन्य चरितामृतम की जय. Open the Madhya Lila. I'll read some more verses and log up devotees. Lavanya will continue. Thank you so much for joining. Now you can share the screen.
Is
Yeah.
it visible?
Yes,
Is
visible.
it? Hare
Yes. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 17th chapter. Lord enters in the Vrindavan first. ఒకసారి చాప్టర్ నేమ్ చెప్పండి చాప్టర్ నేమ్. చాప్టర్ 17 మీద క్లిక్
Lord enters Vrindavan is past
చాప్టర్
tense.
ఒకసారి క్లిక్ చేయరా. చాప్టర్ 17 ఒకసారి క్లిక్ చేయండి. అది కాదు, అదే
Lord travels to Vrindavan.
బ్యాక్ స్పేస్ రైట్.
Lord travels to Vrindavan.
travels to Vrindavan. CC Madhya 17.105. ఏక విప్ర देखियैला प्रभुरा व्यवहार प्रकाशानंद आगे कहे चरित्र तन्हारा. ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ చేయండి, పర్పడ్ కూడా ఉందా, జస్ట్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A Brahmana who saw the wonderful behavior of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Prakashananda Saraswati and described the Lord's characteristics. Text 106. Eka sannyasi aila jagannatha haite tanhara mahima pratapa na parivarnite. The Brahmana told Prakashananda Saraswati, there is a sannyasi who has come from Jagannath Puri, and I cannot describe his wonderful influence and glories. Text 107. Sakala dekhiya tante adbhuta katana prakanda sharira shuddha kanchana varana. Everything is wonderful about that sannyasi. He has very well built and luxuriant body, and his complexion is like purified gold. Text 108. This is one wonderful verse actually. Ajanulambita bhuja kamalanayana. Ajanulambita bhuja kamalanayana. Yata kichu ishwarera sarvasa lakshana. He has arms that extend to his knees, and his eyes are like the petals of lotus. In his person are all transcendental symptoms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Another two verses I will do. Text 109. ताहा देखी ज्ञान हया एई नारायण एई तानरे देखे करे Krishna Sankirtana. When one sees all these features, one takes him to be Narayana himself. Whoever sees him immediately begins to chant the holy name of Krishna. Text 110. Mahabhagavata Lakshana Suni Bhagavate Sesaba Lakshana Prakata Dekhiye Tanhate. We have heard about the symptoms of a first class devotee in Srimad Bhagavatam, and all those symptoms are manifest in the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. ఇంకొరండి చేస్తాను. నిరంతర కృష్ణ నామ జిహ్వేతాన్ గాయ. వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ వర్స్. నిరంతర కృష్ణ నామ జిహ్వతాన్ గాయ దూహి నేత్రే అశ్రువాహే గంగాధార ప్రాయ. His tongue is always chanting the holy name of Krishna, and from his eyes tears incessantly fall like the flowing Ganges. 112. Text 112. Kshanana che hasha क्षणेनाचे हासे गाया कराये क्रंदाना क्षणा हुंकारा करे सिंहेरा गर्जाना. Sometimes he dances, laughs, sings and cries, and sometimes he roars like a lion. These are all transcendental symptoms with spiritual bliss, ecstasy. Yeah, I'll stop here. Thank you so much, devotees, for reading opportunity. So I will tag down today's the other words from Bhagavatam. For the one more verse is there for the practice this week also. All the slokas tomorrow onwards, all the slokas will practice. Okay, na?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. I'm logging off.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Yeah, Sandhya Mataji, you can start. Oh, sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yes.
Jagat. Mataji, sloka is not visible.
Oh,
Okay, now it is Mataji. Jagat Mangala Tandra Krishna Chaitanya Nama Rupa Guna Tandra Sabha Anupama. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His name, Krishna Chaitanya, is all auspicious for the world. Everything about him, his name, form and qualities is unparalleled. देखिले से जानी तांद्रा ईश्वरे रीते अलौकिका कथा सुनी के करे प्रतीति. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Simply by seeing him, one understands that he possesses all the characteristics of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such characteristics are certainly uncommon. Who will believe it? Can I do, Mataji?
yes, Mataji. Because we are like only 6, right? So you can do.
Shuniya Prakashananda Bahutaha Sila Vipre Upahasa Karika Hitela Gila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prakashananda Saraswati laughed very much to hear this description. Joking and laughing at the Brahmana, he began to speak as follows.
Yeah, we'll give it to Vani Mataji. Hare Krishna, Vani Mataji.
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ దండవత్ ప్రణామ్.
మాతాజీ దండవత్ ప్రణామ్. ఎలా ఉన్నారు ప్రభుజీ మీ నాన్నగారు?
ఇప్పుడు కూడా హాస్పిటల్ ఉన్నారు మాతాజీ. అదే సేమ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ కంటిన్యూయింగ్ దట్ ఫీవర్ అండ్ ఆల్స్ నాట్ కమింగ్ డౌన్.
టెస్ట్లు వచ్చాయా? రిజల్ట్ వచ్చాయా?
నిమోనియా అని తెలియదు.
ఓకే హాస్పిటల్
హాస్పిటల్ అడ్మిట్. మరి ఇంకా చూడాలి ఎన్ని రోజుల్లో పడుతుందంట. 7 days అనుకుంటున్నాం మేము.
ట్రీట్మెంట్
తగ్గాలి. మై బ్రదర్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో గాటన్ సిక్ నౌ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫస్ట్ 3 days ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్పోజర్.
ఇక్కడే ఉన్నారా? ఓకే.
Yeah, my brother also stays here. Ikkade Hyderabad. All the 3 of them are sick. Mother, father, and my brother.
Oh, Krishna. Definitely will
I know,
pray.
because of this. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's tough days, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. You want to read or you want to hear,
Yeah,
Mataji?
no, I'll read Mataji. I'm actually very free now. Yeah. Translation, దీనికి ఇది లేదా?
ఉంది ఒక్క నిమిషం.
Yeah.
నువ్వు అందులో అటెండ్ అవ్వు. Yeah, Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
सुनियाचे गौड़ा देशेरा सन्यासी भावुका केशव भारती शिष्य लोका प्रताप राका. Translation. Prakashananda Saraswati said, yes, I have heard about him. He is a sannyasi from Bengal and he is very sentimental. I have also heard that he belongs to the Bharati Sampradaya, for he is a disciple of Keshav Bharati. However, he is only a pretender, purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was considered bhavuka, sentimental, because he was always seen in bhava stage. That is, he always exhibited ecstatic love for Krishna. However, foolish people considered him sentimental. In the material world, the so-called devotees sometimes exhibit emotional symptoms. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love cannot be compared to the imitative emotional exhibitions of pretenders. Such exhibitions do not continue for very long. They are temporary. We actually see that some emotional imitators exhibit certain symptoms, but immediately after their exhibition, they are attracted to smoking or other things. In the beginning, when Prakashananda Saraswati heard of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities, he considered them to be those of a pretender. Consequently, he called him a Loka Prataraka, a pretender. Mayavadis cannot understand the transcendental symptoms exhibited by a devotee. Therefore, when such symptoms are manifest, the Mayavadis equate them with temporary emotional feelings. However, Prakashananda Saraswati's statement is offensive and consecutively it should be considered an atheist, Pashandi. According to Srila Rupa Goswami, since Prakashananda Saraswati was not engaged in the Lord's devotional service, his sannyasa is to be considered Falgu Vairagya. This means that since he did not know how to use things for the Lord's service, his renunciation of the world was artificial. Falgu Vairagya na Smashana Vairagya na same kada Mataji? And the renunciation is very temporary. Mataji?
మాతాజీ ఫల్గు వైరాగ్య అంటే వైరాగ్యాల్లో డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో
అదే.
ఫల్గు వైరాగ్య అండ్ యుక్త వైరాగ్య మీన్స్ యూజింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫర్ కృష్ణ సర్వీస్ అండ్ దిస్ ఫల్గు వైరాగ్య ఈజ్ నాట్ యూజింగ్ ఫర్ కృష్ణ సర్వీస్. లలిత్ మోహన్ ప్రభుజీ,
ఫల్గు వైరాగ్య శ్మశాన వైరాగ్య అంటారు చూడండి, ఆ రెండు ఒకటేనా?
అదే మాతాజీ టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి. శ్మశాన మర్కట అంటే ఏంటంటే శ్మశానం ప్రభుజీ. హరే కృష్ణ లలిత్ మోహన్ ప్రభుజీ. ఓకే మాతాజీ, శ్మశాన వైరాగ్య అంటే లైక్ మనం వెన్ వి గో టు శ్మశాన చూసి మనం అనుకుంటాం అందరూ చనిపోవాల్సిందే కదా, మనం ఎందుకు అనుకుంటాం అక్కడి మందుకు ఆ ప్లేస్ మట్టుకు. మళ్ళీ బయటికి రాగానే మనం బయటికి రాగానే మనం చేసేటి మనం చేస్తాం, అది గుర్తుండదు, ఏం గుర్తుండదు. సో దట్స్ వాట్.
అది ఫల్గు వేరా సేమ్? అది నా క్వశ్చన్.
It's a different types of falgu mataji. Dry. That means we are not completely renounced, right? We are imitating like we are vairagya, but it's real, no, right? It's like
correct.
We are
it's not real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yukta vairagya and everything. Yeah, you can add Prabhuji. I'm calling you.
Falgu means false. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, got
false
it.
renunciation. Not true renunciation. It is false renunciation.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to read one more, Mataji?
Next. Yes, Mataji.
You can read. Yeah.
चैतन्य नामे तंद्रा भावु के गाना लाना देशे देशे ग्रामे ग्रामे भूले ना जाना. Translation. Prakashananda Saraswati continued, I know that his name is Chaitanya and he is accompanied by many sentimentalists. His followers dance with him and he tours from country to country and village to village.
can read one more, ma'am.
Yeah. यही तांरे देखे से ईश्वर करी कहे आचे मोहना विद्या यही देखे से मोहे. Translation: whoever sees him accepts him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since he has some mystic power by which he hypnotizes people, everyone who sees him becomes illusioned.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Raju Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Are you able to read, Prabhuji? Lovish Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, you can read 3 verses,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji. Sorry Mataji, I'm in hearing mode. I came outside.
It's okay, Prabhuji. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lovish
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
you can continue.
Yes, Mataji. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya Pandita Pravala Suni Chaitanya Rasange Haila Pagala. Translation: Sarvam Bhattacharya was a very learned scholar, but I have heard that he also has become a madman due to his association with this Chaitanya. Sannyasi Nama Matra Maha Indra Jali Kashipure Navikabe Tanara Bhavakali. This Chaitanya is a sannyasi in name only. Actually, he is a first-class magician. In any case, his sentimentalism cannot be very much in demand here in Kashi.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Vedanta Sarvana Kara Nayetha Tanra Pasha Uchrankala Loka Sange Dui Loka Nasha. Do not go to see Chaitanya, just continue hearing Vedanta. If you associate with upstarts, you will be lost in this world and in the next. Purport: the word Uchrikala means whimsical, is significant in this verse. In the Bhagavad Gita 16:23, the Lord Krishna himself says, Yaha sanstra vidhiyam ustrisha vartate kama kartah na sa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. If one acts whimsically and does not follow the Shastric principles, he will never attain perfection, happiness, or the spiritual world. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, Sapan Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ei suni sei vipra maha dukha paila Krishna Krishna kahi tan tatha aite uti gela. Translation: when the Brahmana heard Prakashananda Saraswati speak like this about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became very much grief-stricken. Chanting the holy name of Krishna, he immediately left.
Yes.
Prabhura darshane shuddha hana chetan ramana Prabhu age dukhi hana kahe vivarana. Translation: the mind of the Brahmana was already purified by his seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He therefore went to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and described what had taken place before the Mayavadi sannyasi, Prakashananda. Suni Mahaprabhu tabe Ishat hasila Punarapi sei Vipra Prabhu re puchila. Translation: hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mildly smiled. The Brahmana then spoke again to the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, Sapan Kumar Prabhuji.
నేనే మాట్లాడి ఇప్పుడు చదివింది.
Oh, sorry. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji. He was with my kids, so. Okay. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I do?
Oh, okay, Mataji. Yeah, you can do.
Okay. तारा आगे याबे आमी तुम्हारा नाम लाली लाइला सेहा तुम्हारा नाम जाने आपने काहिला. Translation: The Brahmana said, as soon as I uttered your name before him, he immediately confirmed that fact that he knew your name. तुम्हारा दोसा काहिते करे ना मेरा उच्चारा चैतन्य चैतन्य करे काहे तीना बारा. Translation: While finding fault with you, he uttered your name 3 times, saying, Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Chaitanya.
Oh. Yes, yes.
Tina bare Krishna namana aila tara muke avadna te namalaya suni pai duke. Translation: Although he spoke your name 3 times, he did not utter the name Krishna. Because he uttered your name in contempt, I was very much aggrieved. Purport: Prakashananda Saraswati vilified and blasphemed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Words like Brahma, Chaitanya, Atma, Paramatma, Jagadisha, Ishvara, Virat, Vibhu, Bhuma, Vishwarupa, and Vyapaka all indirectly indicate Krishna. However, the chanter of these names is not actually attracted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna and his transcendental pastimes. One may get a little light from these names, but one cannot understand that the holy name of the Lord is identical with the Lord. One considers the Lord's name material due to a poor fund of knowledge. Mayavadi philosophers and the Panchopakshas cannot in the least understand the existence of the spiritual world and the blissful variegatedness there. They cannot understand the absolute truth and its spiritual varieties, name, form, qualities, and past tense. Consequently, they conclude that Krishna's transcendental activities are Maya. To avoid this misconception, one has to directly cultivate knowledge about the holy name of the Lord. Mayavadi philosophers do not know this fact, and therefore they commit great offenses. One should not hear anything about Krishna or devotional service from the mouth of Mayavadi impersonalist. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
మాతాజీ ప్రభుజీ చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పెట్టారు 850 వరకు హెయిర్ మోడ్ లో ఉంది.
Okay. Anyone left to read Prabhuji's and Mataji's? Okay, I'll read. इहारा करा ना मोरे कहा कृपा करी तोमा देखी मुका मोरा बाले कृष्ण हरि. Translation: Why could Prakashananda not utter the names Krishna and Hari? He chanted the name Chaitanya thrice. As far as I'm concerned, simply by seeing you, I am moved to chant the holy names of Krishna and Hari. प्रभु कहे मायावादी कृष्ण अपराधी ब्रह्मा आत्मा चैतन्य कहे निरवधि. Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, the Mayavadi impersonalists are great offenders unto Lord Krishna. Therefore, they simply utter the words Brahman, Atma, and Chaitanya. आतेवा तारा मुके नाय से कृष्णा नामा कृष्णा स्वरूपा द्वैता सामाना. Translation: Because they are offenders unto Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is identical with his holy name, the holy name Krishna does not manifest in their mouth. Haribol, anybody left to read Hare Krishna? Okay. Then we will start our second round, Mataji. First, Sandhya Mataji, mere chadvara first.
Yes, Mataji.
You can read, Mataji. It's time now. Yeah, you can read 2 Mataji. We'll see.
Okay, Mataji.
If there is no
Nama.
purport, you can read Mataji.
Okay. Nama vigraha swarupa tina ekaru. Sorry, Mataji. I think already.
Yeah. Sorry, Mataji. Is it okay, Mataji? Is it visible?
Yes, Mataji. नाम विग्रह स्वरूप तीन एक रूप तीने भेदा नाही तीना चिदानंद रूप. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The Lord's holy name, His form and His personality are all one and the same. There is no difference between them. Since all of them are absolute, they are all transcendently blissful. देहा देहिरा नामा नामीरा कृष्णे नाही भेदा जीवेरा धर्मा नामा देहा स्वरूपे विभेदा. Translation in purport by Srila Prabhupada. There is no difference between Krishna's body and himself or between his name and himself. But as far as the conditioned soul is concerned, one's name is different from one's body, from one's original form, and so on. Purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is hearing, pointing out to the Brahmana that Mayavadi philosophers cannot understand that the living entity is equal in quality with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because they do not accept this, they think that the living entity has been falsely divided from the original Brahman due to being conditioned by Maya. Mayavadis believe that the absolute truth is ultimately impersonal. When an incarnation of God or God himself comes, they think he is covered by Maya. In other words, Mayavadi impersonalists think that the Lord's form is also a product of this material world. Due to a pure fund of knowledge, they cannot understand that Krishna has no body separate from himself. His body and himself are both of the same absolute truth. Not having perfect knowledge of Krishna, such as impersonalists, certainly commit offenses at his lotus feet. Therefore, they do not utter Krishna, the original name of the absolute truth. In that impersonal way, they utter the name of impersonal Brahman, spirit soul. In other words, they indulge in indirect indications of the absolute truth. Even if they happen to utter the names Govinda, Krishna, or Madhava, they still cannot understand that these names are as good as Govinda, Krishna, or Madhava, the person, because they are ultimately impersonalists. Their uttering of the personal name has no potency. Actually, they do not believe in Krishna, but consider all these names to be material vibrations. Not being able to appreciate the holy name of the Lord, they simply utter indirect names like Brahman, Atma, and Chaitanya. Shall I continue, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, you can.
It is a fact, however.
Yeah.
Can you scroll up a little, Mataji? I mean, scroll down. Okay. It is a fact, however, that the name of Krishna and Krishna the person are both spiritual. Everything about Krishna is transcendental and objective. For a conditioned soul, the body is different from the soul. The name given by the Father is also different from the soul. The conditioned living entity's identification with material objects keeps him from attaining his actual position. Although he is an eternal servant of Krishna, he acts differently. The Swarupa or actual identification of the living entity is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Vera Swarupahaya, Krishnera Nityadasa. The conditioned soul has forgotten the real activities of his original position. However, this is not the case with Krishna. Krishna's name and his person are identical. There is no such thing as Maya, Krishna, because Krishna is not a product of the material creation. There is no difference between Krishna's body and his soul. Krishna is simultaneously both soul and body. The distinction between body and soul applies to conditioned souls. The body of the conditioned soul is different from the soul. Conditioned soul's name is different from his body. One may be named Mr. John, but if we call for Mr. John may never actually appear. However, if we utter the holy name of Krishna, Krishna is immediately present on our tongue. In the Padma Purana, Krishna says, Mad Bhakta Yatra Gayanti Tatra Tishtami Narada. O Narada, I am present wherever my devotees are chanting. When the devotees chant the holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Krishna is immediately present.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
तत्र यत्र गायन्ति तत्र तिष्ठामि नारद. Yeah. This is also one of the favorite, important verse. Yeah. Vani Mataji,
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
మీకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ వర్స్ వచ్చింది మాతాజీ. యా.
Okay. Nama Chintamani Krishna.
No. It's Bhagavad Gita too. Nama Chintamani Krishna.
Chintamani Krishna. Okay. Nama Chintamani Krishna. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto. Abhinatvam Namo Namaha. Okay.
Nama Namino.
Abhinatvam Nama Namino.
There is no difference between Nama and name and this Krishna's, right? Krishna's form and name. Nama Namini. Okay. Namini means Krishna. Nama means his name. Okay.
Okay. Translation. The holy name of Krishna is transcendently blissful. It bestows all spiritual benedictions, for it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete and it is the form of all transcendental mellows. It is not a material name and under any condition, and it is no less powerful than Krishna himself. Since Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material qualities, there is no question of its being involved with Maya. Krishna's name is always liberated and spiritual. It is never conditioned by the laws of material nature. This is because the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Purport. This is the quotation from Padma Purana.
You can read.
This also, Mataji?
Yes.
Okay. Ata Ishwa Krishnera Nama Deha Vilasa Pratikendriya Grehaya Nehehaya Swapala Prakasha. Translation. The holy name of Krishna, his body and his pastimes cannot be understood by the blunt material senses. They are manifested independently. Purport. Since Krishna's transcendental body, name, form, qualities, pastimes, and entourage are all absolute truth, they are as good as Krishna himself, Satchitananda Vigraha. As long as living entity is conditioned by the three modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the objects of his material senses, material form, taste, smell, sound, and touch will not help him understand spiritual knowledge and bliss. Rather, these are revealed to the pure devotee. One's material name, form, and qualities are certainly different from one another. In the material world, there is no conception of absolute. However, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we find that there is no material difference between Krishna's body and his names, activities, and entourage.
There is one beautiful verse in Bhakti Rasamrita. Ata Shri Krishna Namadi Nabhavet Grahyamindriyai Sevonmukhehi Jihvado Swayam Eva Spuratyadaha. Shri Krishna's names are very transcendental. When we take up, it evokes our inner devotional service. So this is the power of Krishna's name. Yeah.
Should I continue, Mataji, this one also?
Yeah, you can continue, Mataji.
Okay. Krishna Nama, Krishna Guna, Krishna Leela Vrinda, Krishnera Swarupa Sama, Saba Sachi. Sorry, Mataji, I think I got the tune wrong. I'll just do it once again. Yeah.
Yes, Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah.
Krishna Nama, Krishna Guna,
Krishna Leela Vrinda, Krishnera Swarupa Sama, Saba Chitananda. Translation. Krishna's holy name, transcendental qualities, and transcendental pastimes are all equal to Lord Krishna himself. They are all spiritual and full of bliss.
Very bold. Yes. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Sirisha Mataji? Yeah, వచ్చింది verse. Yeah. Sirisha Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Just now we recited, right? Yeah.
Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhavet Grahyamindriyai Sevonmukhehi Jihvado Swayam Eva Spuratyadaha. Translation. Therefore, material senses cannot appreciate Krishna's holy name, form, qualities, and pastimes. When a conditioned soul is awakened to Krishna consciousness and renders service by using his tongue to chant the Lord's holy name and taste the remains of the Lord's food, the tongue is purified and one gradually comes to understand who Krishna really is. Perfect. This verse is recorded in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.234.
Yes, you can read now. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It is.
Brahmananda haite purandana leela. Sorry. Brahmananda haite puranandana leela rasa. Brahma gnani aksharaisya kare atma vasa.
Akarshya.
Translation. The mellows of Lord Krishna's pastimes, which are full of bliss, attract the Gnani from the pleasure of Brahman realization and conquer him. Purport. When one understands that he belongs not to the material world but to the spiritual world, one is called liberated. Being situated in the spiritual world is certainly pleasurable, but those who realize the transcendental name, form, qualities, and pastimes of Lord Krishna enjoy transcendental bliss many times more than one who has simply realized the self. When one is situated on the platform of self realization, he can certainly be easily attracted by Krishna and become a servant of the Lord. This is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Brahmabhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samasarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. One who is thus transcendently situated at one realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed to every living entity. In that state, he attends pure devotional service unto me. When one becomes spiritually realized Brahmabhuta, he becomes happy, Prasannatma, for he is relieved from material conceptions. One who has attained this platform is not agitated by material action and reaction. He sees everyone on the platform of spiritual soul, Pandita Samadarshana. When one is completely realized, he can rise to the platform of pure devotional service. Mad Bhaktin Labate Param. When one comes to the platform of Bhakti devotional service, he automatically realizes who Krishna is. As the Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita 18.55. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvata tato mam tatvato gnatva vishate tad anantaram. One can understand me as I am, as a supreme personality of Godhead, one by only by devotional service, and when one is full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter in the kingdom of God. It is only on the Bhakti platform that one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna and his transcendental name, form, qualities, pastimes, and encourage. Being thus qualified spiritually, one is allowed to enter the spiritual kingdom of God and return home back to Godhead. Vishate tad anantaram. Thank you, Mataji.
So,
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
yes. You want to read one more, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Tune, Mataji. Mataji.
Yeah. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Sutta Goswami. Okay. Susukha Niprutta Cheta Davat तद्व्युदास्तान्यभावो अपि चितरुचिरलीला सृष्टसारस्तदीयं व्यातानु व्यतनुत कृपायाश्च पुराणं तामखिल वृत्ते गृणव्यास शृण्वनाथ. I'm not sure, Mataji. Okay, Prabhuji will recite. You can recite, or you can read the translation.
Okay, Mataji. Translation. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, the son of Vyasadeva Sukadeva Goswami. It is who It is he who defeats all inauspicious things within this universe. Although in the beginning he was absorbed in the happiness of Brahman realization and was living in a secluded place, giving up all other types of consciousness, he became attracted by the most melodious pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. He therefore mercifully spoke the Supreme Purana known as Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the bright light of the absolute truth and which describes the activities of Lord Krishna. Purport. This verse was spoken by Sutta Goswami in Srimad Bhagavatam 12.69. Thank you, Mataji.
This is the realization of Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami, when he was like, he came out of the womb of mother, from his mother womb, he like when he ran away, right? Because he doesn't want to get attracted to Maya. But when he was like, but Vyasadeva knows like how to get to Sukadeva Goswami. So he sent his two disciples to recite the Srimad Bhagavatam shlokas. So one is the Barhapedam, so that he can know the Krishna's beautiful form. You know, right? Barhapedam, how beautiful Krishna's bodily features, how he looks, everything. So the disciple, when he was like cutting the trees and he was reciting this Barhapedam Natavara, so Krishna was sorry. Sukadeva Goswami was so much attracted to that person. Oh, is that supreme person? Is the Krishna that much is beautiful? So he was very attracted. Then another person, he was reciting Ahobakiyam. Oh, Ahobakiyam. That means, oh, Krishna is so merciful. Dayalu, kitna dayalu hai, because he has delivered a Putana who came to kill him. So Krishna is so sweet and he's as well as he's merciful. So I want to know about this person more and more. So he came to the he was asking the disciples, who taught you these beautiful pastimes? So they said, my guru. So you can come. We will introduce our guru. So he comes back again to Vyasadeva. Then Vyasadeva narrated the entire Bhagavatam. Before that, he could he could give the only sutras. It is not like complete pastime. He heard in the womb, but it is not like complete Bhagavatam, complete pastimes of Krishna, beautiful pastimes. But that's why he went out. That's why he took impersonal realization. But when he came to Vyasadeva and when he heard from Vyasadeva, Bhagavata, he was very much attracted to Krishna's pastimes. You know, right? Everybody get attracted to Krishna's pastimes. So even the liberated person like Sukadeva Goswami also attract to the personality of Godhead Krishna because of his beautiful pastime. That's what it's saying here. Lovish Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Brahmande haite
Sorry.
Brahmanda haite purna anda Krishna guna at eva akshar se atmaramera mana. The transcendental qualities of Sri Krishna are completely blissful and relishable. Consequently, Lord Krishna qualities attract even the minds of self-realized persons from the bliss of self-realization. आत्मरामश्च मन्यो निर्गरहन्ता अपि कुरुक्रमे कुर्वन्ति अहेतुकीं भक्तिम् इत्थं भूता गुणो हरि. Translation: Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental and whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of Godhead, is called Krishna because he has such transparently attractive features.
That's agree. Already Sukadeva Goswami was liberated, but that liberated person also attracted by Krishna's pastime. That is the greatness of Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji, you can read one more.
He sabarahu Krishna charana sambandhe atmaramera manahare tulasira gandhe. Apart from the pastimes of Lord Krishna, when the tulsi leaves are offered at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, even the aroma of the leaves attracts the minds of self-realized persons.
Hare Krishna, you know who is talking about this pastime?
No, Mataji.
Tulasi leaves. Those are Jnanis, 4 Chatushkumaras. When they
Ha,
came to
fourth.
Vaikuntha to visit,
Yes.
they were attracted to Supreme Lord by the aroma of the fragrance of the
Yes,
aroma of the tulsi leaf offered to lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Yeah. So this is another one. Everybody, like not only Jnanis, Karmis, everybody will get attracted to Krishna because Krishna is all attractive. Akarshaiti Krishna, right? Sarva Akarshaiti Krishna. Krishna is attractive.
All
Everybody get attracted to Krishna. Tasyaravandanayanasya padaravinda. Yes. Anybody wants to recite? Tapan Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, I can.
Yeah. This we done, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 3 verses, Mataji.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
Tasya
Big busy.
ravindanayasya padaravinda kinjalkamishra tulasi makaranda vayuhu antargatasva vivarena chakara tesham sanshobham aksharajusham api chettatanvo. Translation: when the breeze carrying the aroma of tulsi leaves and saffron from the lotus feet of the lotus-eyed personality of Godhead entered through the nostrils into the hearts of those sages, the Kumaras, they experienced a change in both body and mind, even though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman understanding. Purport good chadala Mataji. మీరు మ్యూట్లో ఉన్నారు. హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ, లావణ్య మాతాజీ.
చదివేసేయండి ప్రభుజీ.
Yeah, Purport. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 3.15.43. Vidura and Maitreya discuss the pregnancy of Diti. Diti's pregnancy caused the demigods to be very much afraid, and the demigods went to see Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma explained the original incident involving the cursing of Jaya and Vijaya by Chatushana Kumaras. Once the Chatushana Kumaras went to Vaikuntha to visit Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they were stopped from entering the palace at the 7th gate by 2 doorkeepers named Vijaya and Jaya. Due to their jealousy, Jaya Vijaya would not allow the Kumaras entry, and consequently the Kumaras became angry and cursed Jaya and Vijaya, condemning them to take birth in a family of Asuras. In the material world, the omniscient personality of Godhead could immediately understand the incident, and he came with his eternal consort, the goddess of fortune. The Chatushana Kumaras immediately offered their obeisances unto the Lord. Simply by seeing the Lord and smelling the aroma of tulsi leaves and saffron from his lotus feet, the Kumaras became devotees and abandoned their long-cherished impersonalism. Thus, the 4 Kumaras were turned into Vaishnavas simply by smelling the aromatic tulsi mixed with saffron. Those who are actually on the platform of Brahman realization and who have not offended the lotus feet of Krishna can immediately become Vaishnavas simply by smelling the aroma of lotus feet, Lord's lotus feet. But those who are offenders or demons are never attracted to the Lord's personal feature, even though they may visit the Lord's temple many times. In Vrindavana, we have seen many Mayavadi sannyasis who do not even come to temple of Govindaji, Gopinatha or Madan Mohana because they think such temples are Maya. Therefore, they are called Mayavadis. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore said that Mayavadis are greatest offenders. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Sorry, Prabhuji, I was attending somebody. Yeah. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, are you available?
Yes, Mataji. Now I'm ready.
You can read. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Shloka Mataji.
Oh, sorry, sir. Yes.
अतएव कृष्णनामनासे तारमुखे मायावादी गानायाते महाबाहिर्मुखे. Translation: Because the Mayavadis are great offenders and atheistic philosophers, the holy name of Krishna does not come from their mouths. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Because they are constantly blaspheming the Supreme Personality of Godhead by saying that He has no head, hands, or legs, Mayavadi philosophers remain offenders for many, many births, even though they have partially realized Brahman. However, if such impersonalists are not offenders at the lotus feet of the Lord, they immediately become devotees in the association of a devotee. In other words, if an impersonalist is not an offender, he can become a devotee if he gets a chance to associate with other devotees. If he is an offender, he cannot become converted even by the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If he is an offender, he cannot be converted even by the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very much afraid of this Mayavadi offender. Therefore, he spoke as follows.
You can read this one.
I will read this also, Mataji.
Yes, yes.
भावाकालु वेचिते आमी आलीना काशीपुरे ग्राहका नाही नाविकायला यावा खरे. Translation: I have come here to sell my emotional, ecstatic sentiments in the city of Kashi, but I cannot find any customers. If they are not sold, I must take them back home.
You can read, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Sorry.
भारी भो जलानाली sorry भारी भो भारी भो okay भारी भो जलाना आली आइलना भारी भो जलाना आइलना के माने लाना याबा अल्पा स्वल्पा मूल्ये पायले इथाई वेचीबा. Translation: I have bought a heavy load to sell in this city. To take it back again is a very difficult job. Therefore, if I get but a fraction of the price, I shall sell it here in the city of Kashi. Purport: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was selling the transcendental holy name of the Lord, but Kashi was a city of Mayavadis or impersonalists, and such people will never chant the holy names of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Consequently, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeling disappointed. How could he teach the Mayavadis the importance of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? The attraction for chanting the holy name of the Lord belongs absolutely to pure devotees, and there was no possibility of finding pure devotees at Kashi. Consequently, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's commodity was certainly very heavy. The Lord therefore suggested that even though there were no pure devotees in Kashi, if someone was a little inclined to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he would deliver this big load, although the proper price was not paid. Actually, we experienced this when we came to preach Hare Krishna movement in the West. When we came to the New York in 1965, we never expected that the Hare Krishna Mahamantra would be accepted in this country. Nonetheless, we invited people to our storefront to join in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. And the Lord's holy name is so attractive that simply by coming to our storefront in the New York, fortunate young people became Krishna conscious. Although this mission was started with insignificant capital, it is now going nicely. The spreading of Hare Krishna mantra, the spreading of Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the West has become successful because the young people were not offenders. The youths who joined this movement were not very advanced as far as purity is concerned, nor were they very well educated in the Vedic knowledge, but because They were not offenders. They could accept the importance of the Hare Krishna movement. We are now very happy to see that this movement is advancing more and more in the Western countries. We therefore conclude that the so-called Mlechas and Yavanas of the Western countries are more purified than offensive Mayavadis or atheistic impersonalists. Very heavy. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, it's very heavy. Hare Krishna. Yeah. एतबलि से विप्रे आत्मा सता करी प्राते ऊति मधुरा चलीला एतबलि से विप्रे आत्मा साति करी प्राते ऊति मधुरा चलीला गौरा हरि. Translation. After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted that Brahmanas as his devotee. The next morning, rising very, very early, the Lord started to Madhura. सेइते न संगे चले प्रभु निषेधिला दूरा है तति न जाने घरे पाठाइला. Translation. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started for Madhura, all three devotees started to go with him. But the Lord forbade them and to accompany him, and from a distance he asked them to return home. प्रभु रवि राहे तिने एकत्र मिलिया प्रभु गुना गाने करे प्रेमा मत्तहाना. Translation. Feeling separation from the Lord, the three used to meet and glorify the holy qualities of the Lord. Thus they were absorbed in ecstatic love. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Anybody left to read? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji. We're concluding today's call, reading call. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, if you want to add anything, you can add, Prabhuji. Meanwhile, I'll search for the shloka.
No, Mataji. Nothing to be added.
Hare Krishna, is it visible? Mataji and Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. You can take over, Prabhuji.
Actually, don't know why today everything is heavy only. This is the most heaviest sloka.
It's like heavy day.
It's better not to do these shlokas by heart without knowing the meaning and all. If we know meaning, we'll go into depression actually, because we can't follow this much of this thing. So I'll just read the meaning line by line, and then we will go to the shloka. Okay. Dayaya sarva bhuteshu. Okay, means daya means mercy on all living entities. Santushtya yena kenava. This is still far more important, far more tough. Santushtya. Santushti means being satisfied. Yena kenava. This is more, more heavy. Somehow or other. Being satisfied and also showing mercy. Sarvendriyopa shantyacha. Controlling all the senses. Okay. Sarvendriyopa shantyacha means Santam Pachidam. What? Sarva Indra, all Indriyas. Okay. Just controlling them. Then Tushyatyashu Janardana. Then we will very fastly achieve Janardana. So actually, to achieve Janardana, it is that tough. Who is instructing it? Narada. To whom? The Prachetas. Okay. So what are those things? Daya Sarva Bhutesh. showing mercy to all living entities. Very tough. Okay. Santushtya yena kenava. Somehow or other be satisfied and control all the senses. Then you can fastly achieve what? Janardana. Okay. That is the meaning of this. It is very tough to achieve, but that should be our goal.
Yes,
So,
Prabhuji.
will you please repeat after me, everyone? Dayaya sarvabhuteshu.
Daya
Daya
sarvabhuteshu.
sarvabhuteshu.
Dayaya sarvabhuteshu.
दयया
Daya
Daya
सर्वभूतेषु
sarvabhuteshu.
Dayaya sarvabhuteshu.
दयया
Daya
Daya
सर्वभूतेषु
sarvabhuteshu.
sarvabhuteshu.
Santushyayena kenava.
Santushyayena
Santushyayena
सन्तुष्ट्यायेन
kenava.
केनवा
Santushyayena kenava.
Santushyayena
Santushyayena
kenava.
Santushyayena kenava.
सन्तुष्ट्यायेन
Santushyayena
Santushyayena
kenava.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Sarvendriya
Sarvendriyopashantya.
Shantya cha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Sarvendriyopashantya
Sarvendriyopashantya
cha.
cha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Sarvendriyopashantya
Sarvendriyopashantya
cha.
cha.
Tushyatyashu janardanaha.
Tushyatashu
Tushyatasu
janardana.
janardana.
Tushyatyashu janardanaha.
Tushyatasu
Tushyatashu
janardana.
janardana.
Tushyatyashu janardanaha.
Tushyatashu
Tushyatasu
janardana.
janardana.
We will do this last line 3 more times because many people will get fumbled here. Okay. Tushyatyashu janardanaha.
Tushyatashu
Tushyatasu
janardana.
janardana.
Tushyatyashu janardanaha.
Tushyatasu
Tushyatashu
janardana.
janardana.
Tushyatyashu janardanaha.
Tushyatasu
Tushyatashu
janardana.
janardana.
2 lines together. Dayaya sarvabhuteshu santushyayena kenava.
Daya
Daya
sarvabhuteshu.
sarvabhuteshu.
Santushyayena kenava.
Dayaya sarvabhuteshu santushyayena kenava.
Daya
Daya
sarvabhuteshu.
sarvabhuteshu.
Santushyayena kenava.
Santushyayena.
Dayaya sarvabhuteshu santushyayena kenava.
Daya
Daya
sarvabhuteshu.
sarvabhuteshu.
Santushyayena kenava.
Santushyayena kenava.
Sarvendriyopasantya cha tushyatyaashu janardanaha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Tushyatasu
Tushyatyasu
janardana.
janardana.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha tushyatyaashu janardanaha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Tushyatasu
Tushyatyasu
janardana.
janardana.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha tushyatyaashu janardanaha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Tushyatasu janardana.
Tushyatyasu janardana.
All the 4 lines together now, 3 times. Daya sarvabhuteshu santushyayena kenava. Sarvendriyopashantya cha tushyatyaashu janardanaha.
Daya
Daya
sarvabhuteshu.
sarvabhuteshu.
Santushyayena kenava.
Santushyayena kenava.
Sarvendriyopashantya.
Sarvendriyopashantya cha.
Tushyatasu janardana.
Tushyatyasu janardana.
Daya sarvabhuteshu santushyayena kenava. Sarvendriyopashantya cha tushyatyaashu janardanaha.
Daya
Daya
sarvabhuteshu.
sarvabhuteshu.
Santushyayena kenava.
Kenava.
Sarvendriyopashantya.
Sarvendriyopashantya
Tushyatasu
cha.
janardana.
Tushyatyasu janardana.
Daya sarvabhuteshu santushyayena kenava. Sarvendriyopashantya cha तुष्यत्याशु जनार्दनः
दयया
दयाय
सर्वभूतेषु
सर्वभूतेषु
सन्तुष्ट्यायेन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्त्या च तुष्यत्याशु जनार्दन।
तुष्यन्त्याशु जनार्दनः.
Now we can start practicing individually. Whoever has this exam, they can do the translation also. Thank you. Mataji, you can read Mataji. Thank you, sir.
Mata, thank you, Prabhuji. Vani Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
दयाय सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्यायेन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्त्या च तुष्यन्त्याशु जनार्दनः.
तुष्यत्याशु.
तुष्यन्त्याशु.
ఏం లేదు మాతాజీ, తుష్యత్యాశు.
ఓకే, తుష్యత్యాశు జనార్దనః. మళ్ళీ చేయను ఇంకొకసారి ఫుల్గా. దయాయ
సర్వభూతేషు
దయాయ సర్వభూతేషు సంతుష్ట్యాయేన కేన వా సర్వేంద్రియోపశాంత్యా చ తుష్యత్యాశు జనార్దనః. Translation: by showing mercy to all living entities, being satisfied somehow or other, and restricting the senses from sense enjoyment, one can very quickly satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Janardana.
Yes, thank you,
Mataji.
Yeah. Sapan Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes.
Yes.
Dayaya sarvabhuteshu shantushyaayena kena va santushyaayena kena va sarvendriyopashantya cha tushyastyasu janardanaha.
Tushyatyasu Prabhuji. Tushyatyasu.
Okay.
You can do one more time, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Dayaya sarvabhuteshu shantushtyayena kena va santushtyayena kena va sarvendriyopashantya cha tusyasyasu janardanaha. Tusyatyashu janardanaha. Hare Krishna.
Tushyatyasu. Sanjay Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah. Yes.
Srimad Bhagavatam 4.31.19. दयाया सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्यायेन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्त्या च तुष्यत्याशु जनार्दनः.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sirisha Mataji, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, unnara? Raja Prabhuji?
Later Mataji.
Yeah, you can recite.
Yes, ma'am. दयाया सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्यायेन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्तस्य तुष्यत्येषु जनार्दन.
Yes, yes, Mataji. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.31.19. दयया सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्यायेन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्त्या च तुष्यत्याशु जनार्दन. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. We are done, right? Time? What time is it now? Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. 9:17 అవుతుంది. We are done,
Okay.
Mataji.
Yeah. Because my phone is with my kids. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. श्रील गुरुदेव की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसडेंटल बुक रीडिंग की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. श्री चैतन्य चरितामृतम की जय. कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय. भक्ति वैभव श्लोकास की जय. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Yeah.